everybody. Let him hear it. Huh? So funny. So good. Yeah. 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 What do you guys think of me? Yeah. I'm giving off real youth pastor vibes, aren't I? Yeah. And you didn't even know you were thinking it till I said it, did you? Yeah, God is good. God is good. Yeah. Hot little crowd tonight. Very attractive crowd. I live with my parents. It's not great. 38, still live with my parents. I do have a vision board though, which is pretty cool. Does anybody in here have a vision board? No, you all have jobs. One sad person over there. Everybody else is employed. Very cool. So for those of you who don't know, vision boards, something sad people use, where we cut things out of magazines that we want to manifest into the universe, right? Cut them out of magazines, you put them on a board, you hang the board on the wall, and then those things are supposed to come to you, right? Well, my dad was never really around a lot growing up to teach me how to do traditional dad stuff, like change a tire, use a power tool, stuff like that. So on my vision board, I just cut out pictures of dads showing their sons how to do stuff, you know, which sounds really sad. I know, right? It's very depressing. But you know what's even more sad? Is that I don't know how to hang the vision board on my wall. Kind of just sitting in the middle of my living room. It's more of a vision floorboard at this point. But I asked my dad what was on his vision board, and he was like, a son who doesn't have a vision board. And I want to hang it in the basement, but I need you to move out first. I said, it ain't happening, Leonard. Squatters' rights. Hanging out. I think black people are cool, but I don't always feel like the feeling is mutual, you know? I put a black friend on my vision board, but Jarrell still hasn't accepted my friend request on Facebook. I grew up around a bunch of white people, though, so I didn't really interact with a lot of people who didn't look like me until I started doing comedy. And now I overcorrect, right? Because I'm worried I'm going to say something stupid or racist. So I go too far in the other direction, and I end up sounding even more dumb. Like, I met these two guys after a show one time, two identical twin brothers, two black guys. And they came up to me, and they were like, hey, it's nice to meet you, great show. And I was like, hey, thanks. So, how did the two of you meet? How did you guys become friends? And they're like, we're identical twin brothers. And I'm like, I don't see it, because I don't think all black people look alike, okay? We're racist. One time after a show, I was doing a show in Chicago, and after the show I was smoking a joint under an umbrella in the rain, and a real cool black dude came walking by, and he goes, yo, that's my man, Jerry Poppins. Jerry Poppins? It was the coolest I've ever felt in my entire life. Come on, a nickname on a Friday? I floated away in a cloud of weed smoke. It was super califrag. I used to be a server in a Mexican restaurant. How about a round of applause for your wait staff working hard for you tonight? Tough job. I used to be a server in a Mexican restaurant. I ruined a family's graduation dinner one night. I didn't mean to, this is how I did it. I went up to the table and I was like, hi folks, my name's Andrew, I'll be taking care of you tonight. And the dad was like, hi Andrew, our daughter graduated from college today with an English degree. And I was like, oh my goodness, that is fantastic. You know, I actually happen to have a master's degree in English literature. Can I get you folks started with some chips and salsa? How about an application for the young lady? It's going to be a rough life. They were visibly upset, as you can imagine, and they asked to speak with a manager, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but we only do open interviews on Tuesdays from 2 to 4. You're gonna have to come back. And they insisted, and I was like, you know what? This is actually perfect, because my manager happens to have a PhD in interpersonal communications. So I'm gonna send Dr. Guac over, and he's gonna, Doc Guacamole, he's gonna sort this whole thing out. You're a good-looking guy. How do you get that mustache looking like that? Are you Morgan Wallen? Is that who? What's your name? Tucker. That seems appropriate. Tucker, what brings you joy in life? You know, it's all right. You're a young man. Weed? All right, let's get this burnout out of here. Cool dude, Tucker. What do you do for work? What do you do for work? You can't even hear me so stoned. He's out of delay. You play music? Yeah, that checks out. All right. I'm gonna stop talking to Tucker before I join a band with him. You like movies, Tucker? Nice. My favorite movie is Memento. Memento, it was made about 20 years ago. It's about a detective. He has amnesia and he has no short-term memory. So he cannot remember the previous day before. But he's solving a murder mystery, right? So he gets all these really bad tattoos all over his body to help clue together the mystery. Because he wakes up, can't remember the previous day. He refers to his bad tattoos as clues. Now, I've never related to a movie more, right? Because I, like Tucker, have been smoking weed since I was 15 years old. And now my short-term memory as a 38-year-old is starting to go rapidly. And I got really bad tattoos all over my body that I got throughout my youth as reminders, mementos of sorts, to remind me of things. But now I don't remember what they were supposed to mean. So every day I wake up like the detective in this movie, just try to piece together the clues to my weird life, you know? I see seahorses doing karaoke over a cappuccino. I don't know what that means. Aside from I need a better therapist. Because my last therapist was terrible. She kept quoting me all this generic advice that you'd read off of a Hallmark card, you know? He told me to keep the trash on my side of the street clean. I was like, I listen to Taylor Swift. I know this already. Tell me something I don't know. You know? And then he shows up to my show after the first session, uninvited, sits in the front row with his wife, right? And came to see me specifically. It's a total violation of personal boundaries, trust. But the show must go on, you know? And I was uncomfortable, but I was like, I'll do a little crowd work, you know, because I'm a man who talks to the folks. I'm amazing at crowd work. You guys saw my seamless banter with Big Tuck over there, you know? Yeah. So I go, yeah, let that laugh breathe. That's nice. I like that. Let that aerate a little bit. Okay, she's on mushrooms. Get her out of here, is that Elmo? What's going on right now? So I had to do a little crowd work. Okay, it's getting a little distracting. So I go out there, and even though I feel uncomfortable, the show must go on, right? So I go, hey everybody, make some noise if anybody in here has ever violated HIPAA. Has anybody ever seen the movie Memento? It's about a detective. He has amnesia. Take you on the road with me later. Very good. Man, you guys are a fun crowd. You almost made me forget I'm trying to get my kid back. That's awesome. I have a sister who's also a comedian, big sister. I've looked up to her my whole life. I followed her into comedy. I model a lot of my belief systems after her. I'm a feminist because of her. And she blew up over the course of the pandemic. She plays this oblivious, wealthy woman character on social media. Her name's Rudick. She's awesome. Check her out. But she got sort of quasi-famous over the pandemic, and she chose to be very selfless with her success. And what she did is she helped bring me up and along with her baby brother. And what she did is, I was like, we toured together before all this happened, and we would co-headline. But now that she blew up, I was like, okay, I'll open for you. And she said, no, we're gonna split the pay, split the billing, split the time 50-50. We're gonna bill it as the Rudick sibling co-headline tour. Despite the fact that we both know that 99% of the people were coming to see her specifically. And that makes me mad. Because she's not even that good, frankly. No, she's awesome. But it was just really cool to see somebody like help bring up and along her sibling like that and be so selfless with her success. And I just think it's so cool and refreshing, because I can't think of anything more refreshing as a feminist than somebody finally helping a straight white man for once. Yeah. We've had it too rough for too long, okay? Somebody called me an incel on Reddit. It was my sister. I think, I have an idea for a new law. It's a little controversial, but tell me what you guys think. You guys have seen the baby on board bumper stickers, right? Yeah, so I think if you have a baby on board bumper sticker, everyone should have to be very considerate, yield to you, be very careful around you. But here's the trade-off. If you have that bumper sticker and you start driving like a jerk, tailgating, slow in the left lane, not using turn signals, we take away that baby and we give it to a better driver. Yeah, it's controversial, I know. And I can tell some people are very upset by this idea, but a surprising number of you are on board for this. You know who's not on board? Baby not on board. So I got these bumper stickers that say baby not on boards. I'll be selling after the show. They're pay what you want. I also have these koozies. They say call your mother. So these are also pay what you want. And I don't want to make anybody feel guilty or weird or anything, but on a more sincere note, if I don't make $4,089 tonight, I'm not going to get my son back, okay? Yeah. Okay, some people are very upset right now, I can see it. So let me just clarify, my son is not real, don't worry. Not to me anymore if I don't make $4,089 in merch sales tonight. And also, I know, people come up to me and they're like, I have a weird relationship, I'm estranged with my mom and all that. I get that. If you have a weird relationship with your mom, I have a Sharpie back there. We can cross this out and write "Suck It, Carol," or whatever you want to do. And if you're walking by after the show and you want to say hi or take a picture at the merch booth, but you don't want to buy a koozie or a sticker, please, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, don't even look at me. Seriously, keep it moving. You can't have stinky poor people holding up the line. Bottlenecking the lineup, Yeah. Just going to my man Smiles over here. I'd give it to Mushroom Lady, but she's too far back, so. Never change, never change. You're your jam. You really are. So my dad, he's 78 years old. He's in, sure, why not? He's in the best, that's a weird thing to get an applause break for, but I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. 78 years old, he's in the best physical shape of his life. Peak physical condition due to an autoimmune disorder that he has to get steroid injections. So my man took full advantage, got yoked, and then he built a boxing gym in the basement like he's Kevin Spacey in American Beauty. Really irritating me, keep me up at night, messing up my vision board, knocking it off the wall. My dad, do you know how humiliating it is to not only be 38 and still live with your parents, but to know for a fact that your 78-year-old father could beat the crap out of you if he wanted to? And he knows it too. He's been talking that smack. He big dogged me in the hallway last night. Shoulder checked me like that when I was walking by. And then he's like, say something. Say something. I bet you won't. That's what I thought. Banged your mom last night. I was like, I know you did. I was sleeping between you. I had a nightmare. You guys are fun. I bombed so hard last night I could hear my own armpit sweat out there. I bombed so hard, I got home and had to mark myself safe on Facebook. It was a bad night. A woman screamed out, poor little thing. Poor little thing. You know how confusing it is to be heckled with sympathy? Like, I told my mom, you cannot come to my shows anymore if you're gonna do this. Actually, I'm gonna text my mom and let her know I'm not afraid anymore. Very good. Mentioned Taylor Swift earlier. I do love Taylor Swift, which is a weird thing for a 38-year-old kind of man to love, you know? But I like her music. I don't know. I'm just into it. But you know what I don't like? Is this Travis Kelce fella. I knew he was trouble when he walked in, okay? And this is... Let me tell you why I don't like Travis Kelce. Because the way he asked her out was like a high schooler. He said, I came to see you in concert, do your thing. Why don't you come to Arrowhead on Sunday, see me do my thing, and we can see which one's more lit. See which one's more lit? How dare you, Trav? Compare what you do to an icon? She's selling out 65,000 seat theaters on a regular basis. She's got 13 Grammys. Her last album, every single song was on the Billboard Top 10 for a month. She's a billionaire. Okay, you catch a ball for a living, and if you want some more intangible evidence like that, then Travis Kelce has never made me ugly cry in traffic, you know? You want some more evidence than that? Okay, the very first game that Taylor Swift went to watch Travis Kelce, to his credit, he caught a touchdown pass in that game, the very first game she went to. Does anybody know how he celebrated that touchdown in the end zone? Anybody? No, nobody does. Because the cameras immediately cut to Taylor Swift in the owner's box. Because she is a champion. You look like my high school bully if he animorphed into a sexy triceratops. I did that joke in Cincinnati, where I'm from, and somebody yelled out, he's a sexy boy. And I was like, you're right, he is a sexy boy, I'm just jealous. And she was like, no, I said he's a Cincy boy. And I was like, okay, I really do need a better therapist, because I need some Sports Illustrated magazines to put on my vision board, you know? Hot dudes. Okay, that got weird, sorry. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. These thoughts here. I have a girlfriend. She's real. Yeah, she exists. And she's hot. My girlfriend has an 11-year-old daughter. She's a wonderful mother. She's teaching her daughter how to be a strong, independent woman, safeguard her from all the creepy, disgusting dudes out there. Now, I've been dating my girlfriend for 5 years, and I've never met my stepdaughter. I don't know why. Can't figure it out. But I never understood how disgusting we as men collectively are as a species. I didn't know until a few years ago. I had a clip online that went mega viral. And in this clip, somebody heckled me something homophobic, and I defended gay rights in a funny way because I'm a hero and I'm hilarious and I'm not a virtue signaler at all or whatever. And this clip went mega viral, and because of this, tens of thousands of gay men followed me. And it was awesome, because it was the first time in my life I had two things I'd always wanted but never had: fans and people to hit on me. It was incredible. Beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? But this clip, or this experience taught me that, like, all men, whether you're the most flamboyant gay man out there, you're the most raging homophobe, the one thing that we all have in common is deep down at our core, we're all just a little gross. And that's kind of sweet, because it kind of binds us. It's like a commonality, right? We can find common ground. We're all disgusting. We're just wired that way, and that's okay. You know? And my girlfriend had to explain to me the toxicity of what was happening, because these guys would slide into my DMs, they would say horribly disgusting things to me, and I'm not gay, but I am a narcissist, so I was responding to every one of these messages. I was very excited about all this attention. And my girlfriend had to explain to me, she's like, Andrew, this is not okay, this is toxic, this is what we women have to deal with all the time. And I just didn't get it, because I, like you folks, I'm from Cincinnati, I'm from the Midwest. I'm a people pleaser, to my core. I don't like confrontation. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. So I was responding to these guys, but they wouldn't respect me saying no, they would double down. Because I would say, I'd be like, no thank you, sir. I, despite my apparently everything, am a heterosexual and I have a girlfriend. And they wouldn't stop, they would double down. They'd say things like, girlfriend? I could show you things you and your girlfriend couldn't even dream of. And I'm like, whoa, take it easy. Like, what kind of things are we talking about? My girlfriend had to explain to me, Andrew, this is not okay. You need to just block these dudes and move along. And I'm like, no, I get it, but I just, I don't want to make a man feel uncomfortable. And she said, it is not your job to make a man feel comfortable. Now that's a very key, profound life lesson that she's imparting to her 11-year-old daughter. I'm sure a lot of you women have learned this along the way. I'm going to repeat it for you because it's profound. It is not your job to make another man feel comfortable. And it was in that moment that I had an epiphany. I was like, oh my gosh, my girlfriend's teaching me how to be a strong and independent woman. But I was like, that Midwestern part of me kicked in. I'm like, no, I get it, Amy. It's not my job to make another man feel comfortable. But, I don't know. I just don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or give somebody body dysmorphia, She finally snapped. She had enough. She was like, you know what, Andrew? Give me your phone. She was like, Andrew, a stranger on the internet sent you a picture of his junk, and you responded, nice. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for me. Enjoy Dale. Thank you so much.